Hello. Ooh, you can see my hand. Hello. How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? I was trying to work out the best way to kind of set this up. And this seems to be about the best way to do it, I think. I reckon. Why am I so quiet? Hello. I sounded very quite quiet. I don't know why my volume keeps going down a lot. It seems to happen frequently. I don't know why my volume keeps going down. Just try and see if I can elevate the camera a little bit. Just gonna find your BGM as low. As low, is it? How about that? Is that a bit better? Last time on the last stream, on the last stream it was too loud, I thought. So turn down a smidge, just a smidge. I don't know if this will work out a little bit more. Ah, that's a bit better. Okay, that should do. Rightio. I can pop the chat out. Much better, nice. Okay, that should do. Okie dokie. So, hello everyone. I hope we're having a good Sunday. Hope all is well. Let's change it to a live chat. There we go. So, today what we're doing, spending a bit of time kind of putting together a little MOC diorama that I've been kind of working on the last kind of week or two, which, as you can probably tell, it is Mos Eisley themed. In case y'all weren't aware. Bob. As I said, I'm not. Hang on, everything now looks blurry. Oops, now the. Hold up. Wait a minute. That ain't right. Focus. Right, now focus should be a bit better. Lighting. No, it's not that. Why does it look so weird? So, did that help? Nope. Heh. No, I think that seems to be... Oops, that's making it more black and white. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, that should look a bit better. I think. Let me just change the focus again. Nope. Seems also very weird. I don't quite understand how all that works. Boop. Okay, that's a little better. Okie dokie. So basically, I'm just gonna be yapping as I build things and move stuff around. So yeah, it'll be a chill one this evening. I hope we're all doing well. Hope all is good. Hope all is well on this very chill Sunday evening. Alright, I need to find a piece, but I can't find said piece, which is slightly infuriating. Ah, there we go. Found it. Right, so I'm going to build a couple of... I've got like one moisture evaporator there. I'm going to build a smaller one. Basing some of these designs off of ones built in the complete saga. Because I kind of want, well, as you can see by these guys back here, kind of where I'm kind of basing the people who are kind of going to be walking around on this MOC from that as well. So yeah, that's the plan, and I've got to actually find another piece, but I will look for that in just a moment. But how are we all doing on this very chill Sunday? That's the wrong thing to put on there as well. Okay, oops. You brought a game yesterday. Oh, what game did you buy? What game was brought? Okay. So how about the pieces on here first? At the meta bin, still been playing Daisy, and I'm kind of starting to get back into my Minecraft addiction as well, which has been very, very interesting, as it was. Fun though. Daisy's been a bit frustrating, so I've just been kind of like, you know what? I'ma just go back to Minecraft. Because when all else fails, Minecraft will have my back. Okay. Alright, first bit of this is here. This should just sit on there. Oh yes, there is one piece missing for that. Oh, the Sonic Crossroads is on sale. That's cool. Go. Keep seeing so much of that. Wasn't that the one that had the Minecraft? That had like a Minecraft DLC? Or am I wrong about that? I feel like it was Minecraft, but I could be very wrong. Oops. Without breaking too much would be ideal. Yeah, we go. There's we go. I think. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna do this in a way where you're not just seeing my hands all the time. I realise I kind of put the camera in a bit of a weird angle for that. But as you can see working, I got the Minecraft DLC because I bought the deluxe version of the Crossroads on sale. Oh, nice. I'm gonna change the camera angle around just a little bit. There we go. Should be kind of at that angle, and then when I got my hands there, it won't be on screen all the time. It just won't look as funky. Again, so I'm working on it. Okay, now I think that's working out there. Nice little I don't know much about, but these builds are kind of off from the Mos Eisley, Mos Eisley level on the release saga. That's where I'm kind of basing it off of. Roof. Hello there, Isaac. Welcome. How are you doing, good sir? Kind of stunned. All like a lot of the buildings in Mos Eisley kind of have this weird like a dome shape thing there, so it's kind of what I'm going with for that one. That's not gonna work, is it? Nope. Maybe I'll try with the other one. This is actually going to be too big. Yeah, this might actually be too big. That kind of works better there, I reckon. For this bit though, I might be using the wrong pieces. Doing good. Got off work and getting ready to play D&D later. Nice! D&D is always fun. Put a shovel there. What I put all these? Had a bunch of like tile pieces. I'm not entirely sure if that's the I need to do it. Kind of like might smooth. Kind of smooths out like this top bit there, but at the same time, also my little bird's getting into the clone was nice. As we like to see. We like to see converge more people watching the Clone Wars. I am happy about that. Have a look at this. Problem is I don't actually know how many. I don't know if I've got enough like tile pieces to actually do this. Even though I did order quite a bit. I did order quite a few pieces, so oh actually, move this over one. Oh, I'm gonna need a brick separator for that one as well. Speaking of brick separators, where's that gone? 1 second. Ah, there we go. It's behind the board. Oh! Funny, he put on the series, but my other sibling told him he has to watch a movie first, so he's watching that right now. Lol. I mean, not wrong, but also still quite funny to a degree. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I've actually got enough of these bits here. Oh. Well, this could be very interesting. Then trying to see if I've got any more of these kind of tile pieces to kind of put on top. I'm not entirely sure if I do. Okay, I'm just going to see how much of I think I'm going to have enough. But we can have a look to see if this kind of smoother, if the kind of more smoother looking bit looks better. No, that's cool. It's always good to see more people getting into the Clone Wars. I know it had a very mixed reaction when it initially came out. That's good to see. Ah, yes, I've seen that. I did indeed purchase quite a few, because I can see quite a lot in here. Go and get a couple of these off. Boop. There is a lot here. I definitely am not convinced that I've got enough. Got enough to kind of fill out the whole roof of this. Good chance, maybe. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. And then, does anyone here recognize these guys that I've got kind of walking about over here? Well, I say walking about, standing around, I suppose is probably the more appropriate term. People probably do, but it's always good to ask. Quite a few. Yeah, we should have enough. No, some of your big buffs. No, sort of. Not quite. What these ones are, these guys specifically, they're kind of like, they're like the NPCs. They kind of look like. Let me move the light over. Move the light on so you can see. These guys, I've kind of tried to base a couple of these guys off of the NPCs that walk around in the cantina on the complete saga. So it's kind of like why they got like a really bizarre kind of weird looking mixture of like parts and whatnot. To try to make them look as close to the ones from the cantina as I possibly could. Oh, the ones with the hat. The hat was very interesting to do. I've even given them the old-fashioned microphone blasters as well. Because I figured, why not? Also got some Jawas, and we got the Sand Troopers over here as well. Alright, let's move this light back up. And now... Yeah, good reaction. I'm definitely going on a bit of a complete saga craze really at the moment. But you can blame Lego for that because I'm just not interested in any of the new Star Wars sets at the moment. If anything, I'm more interested... If anything, I've been more interested in the... I said this in the previous stream. I think I'm more interested in the One Piece sets that got revealed recently. I think they all look very, very good. Yeah, so I think I can definitely officially say this. Probably not going to be enough. You got a couple there. There we go. For that, I was kind of like punching wild dip, but then I'm just like, probably not quite enough. But it's fine. It's up here, kind of flattening out the areas as well. Doo-doop, doo-doop. Yeah, new episode of Mole Shadow Lord comes out tomorrow as well, which is good. I'm gonna be very interested to see how that one goes. I put this down. How does that work? It kind of works. Kind of works out. I don't know if it kind of looks better without the bits and pieces there, maybe. I don't know if you can hear me rummaging around with the Lego in my box. I don't think you can. I think my microphone. Cut it off a little bit. Here, I think to a degree it might work on the smaller building, maybe not on the bigger one. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. This will keep the roof kind of a bit more flattened out, which is good. Oh, if this does work out, I'm gonna have to order more of these. Fine. Oh, I don't know if you saw, Ben, but a rough cut of the upcoming. Oh, I saw you message about that. I haven't seen anything of it though. But I guess that's a bit of poetic karma for putting it only on streaming, I suppose. So I guess it's kind of their fault. Just see how this is going to look, because I'm already having yeah, no, to a degree. Probably looked better when it wasn't flat. Yeah, that one is going to be a to be continued kind of thing. I think having these up here was having those up there definitely works out to that degree. I'm thinking on expanding this out actually a little bit. Sorry, I'm just going to move this out of the way. Sorry that I'm just throwing the MOC right into your guys' faces a bit. I'm going to expand it out a little bit here, kind of a little bit here. Not too crazy, just a bit more. And the footage was already taken down by screenshots, so some scenes are still online. Not too surprising. Whoops. So we got these here. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the footage was already taken down. They're usually pretty speedy on things like that. That much happening in my building as well. There. Maybe we can start covering this next bit up in some tan. So I'll just move this over here and then you can kind of see what I'm doing. Hello, Nugget. What up? How's it going? Looking at screenshots though, we're going to be eating good. Oh yeah, no doubt about it. It's just annoying. It's just incredibly annoying that it's going on streaming, really. Where's that brake separator? I can't get that piece off. I can't get it off. There we go. Well, this would be the entertaining part, though, whether or not I'm going to have enough parts to put all this together. Answer, probably not. But one can hope. This off. Oh, if it will come off. There we go. Well, now we can use that, and it should connect on quite nicely. Wow, nicely is one word to use. There's a bit more space over here, I think would be quite nice. That's interesting. Hilarious that it did go. Obviously someone at the Paramount Animation at the Paramount was not happy about it being made for streaming only. Seems to be a dead certain. What is with people on Bricklink and just not sending pieces that are washed? Because like, I don't know if you can see there's like some blue bits on there, and I'm just like, what the hell is that? It looks like paint. God's law. Sod's law, as they say. I don't particularly understand, but I've got like another order kind of sorted out for another bit as well. So if I really need to, I can order some more parts. Comes down to it, but the only thing that the owner of the Paramount said, we believe movies belong in theaters, cuts the guy for the walking at 2 yells, bullshit. It's not even the one that says bullshit. It's the guy that is the one that goes liar. It's like, you are a liar. Oh no, that's Mr. Potato Head, isn't it? From Toy Story when he's when Woody's in Sid's room, he's talking about Buzz being with him, and the Potato Head goes, "You are a liar." Got plates in here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just 3. Well, that's not good. Do have a third one. Yeah, it seems like I might have fumbled this a little bit. I might have done, as what people might say, a fumble. Might, but I think we can get some orbits in there. I have no idea, it's been so long since I've watched Toy Story. Oh, gotta watch it again. You gotta watch it again. Did I just fumble? I think I fumbled that as well. Really shouldn't stick things down until I'm actually sure it's gonna kind of work out. I shouldn't, but I still do it because I'm a moron. There. Let's see. Something on top of this bit that's got a bit of blue paint on it. Without ordering another part. But we can work it out. I think I've got another box. Let me just bear with me. Just bear with me just a second. Honestly, probably not. We can have a look. There we go. Yeah, Paramount shot themselves in the foot and they shot no Nickelodeons in the foot. Are we surprised by that though? 'Cause I'm not. Okay, can't quite finish that yet, which is a bit of a bummer. Actually, you might be able to. It is a 2x2, nice. Put that there. That there. That makes it worse. Sometimes I'm surprised, and other times I laugh at people's misfortunes. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sometimes I think in those situations all you can do is just laugh, really. Just how stupid it is. Yeah, rejiggling bits around kind of helps. Hang on. Let me have a look through here. Let's see if I can find something. Is that really all the plates I have? Jeez, I really have been moving. Yep, well, that's all the plates that I've got, unfortunately. But to cover it for the moment, I can just put these pieces in. That kind of looks out a bit better. Okay, so we've got another section out here now, which is good. Having a bit more space there, which is a little bit nicer. I might even put this moisture evaporator, and the rest of it actually comes off with it, over here as well. For crying out loud. Use these pieces here and then it all just comes out. Oops. Oh, for crying out loud, will you just come off with your blasted things? There we go. One there, one over here, there maybe. How that looks. I feel bad for Negative Animation Library because that's now property of CBS. Yeah, it's because of stuff just getting kind of pulled in with others. It's just, it never goes well. It's never really a good thing when that happens, which is a bit unfortunate. Trying to sort these bars out in a second. There we go. That can stay there. Now I'll probably work out there a better place for these evaporators to go. I'm not so certain of it yet. Yeah. We'll work on that. There's a been open scoffers, this is where we can find Hollywood. It is true. It's very true. Oh god, these guys are really picking on these plates. Start positioning some figures in as well. all these characters are picking up pieces as I remove them from the thing, which is really... Well, in normal cases, funny, but in my case, kind of annoying. Don't want it to keep pulling parts out, thank you very much. There's a good part of the speeder here, actually, didn't there? Oh, the old speeder. Over there by the evaporator. Again, you can watch my wife shop the whole thing now. So I think where I had him coming out of like the cantina. He's just kind of like standing there. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. It's a very interesting and it's a tricky situation, really. We simply do not know. Anything is possible. I think I had 2 with blasters. I had actually kind of ready to shoot each other. Something hasn't gone down very well. Oh, and that's what I get for sticking these goggles down with blue tack. Let's get the droid out of there. Don't think he likes being in the middle of all that. And slide along there. And I don't have... So that's what I could do actually for a while. So I don't have Luke's speeder at the moment, so what I'm going to do I'm going to sit this guy down and have the stormtroopers talk to him. He's like, shut over. So kind of like, whoops. So you can kind of see them kind of talking to him. It's just like, what is up here? Like, you are speeding through the streets of Mos Eisley. This is not appropriate. This is not an appropriate speed to be going. But obviously that would be a lot better. Probably with Luke's land speeder. Probably with just more minifigures as well. That's probably what I'll have to end up trying to do. Oh, actually, there's a point. There's one figure that is missing from this at the moment. Gonk droid. Gonky can come over here. Can't actually get this whole thing in now because of how much I've expanded it. It's coming off. Doing it before. 2x2s. If Hollywood does take a dive this year, at least be glad I got my current apprenticeship. My current apprenticeship and not the film industry one. Yeah, I would say so. Can definitely he's a bit more kind of, shall we say, populating, but it's kind of getting there at the moment. Got a nice street, we got a nice kind of back alley bit there, or side bit there, which I can add some. Try and add some rubbish bins there, or trash cans, as you Yanks like to say. That's a really random question. Do put the Americans in there? Do the Americans hate it when the British or anyone calls them Yanks? My first impression is probably no, but also at the same time, I probably shouldn't assume. Probably shouldn't assume as much, but who knows? It's a mystery. I reckon maybe build another wall, kind of going along here. Don't have enough pieces to do that though. Do I have enough wall to make a wall? I mean, there's no reason why Hogwarts in decline. There's not many people eager to make a career of it anymore. They realize, oh, I can just do that elsewhere. Yeah. No, it's true. It's actually very true. I said that is just ultimately the thing. I mean, hell, I wonder, because I've got this. I personally don't. I refer to myself as a Yank on a couple of channel a couple of times. No, that's fair. No, I just don't. It's just one of those things I never know, because these days you never know what offends people and what doesn't. So I'm just kind of like, is that a word I should be using? Are people gonna throw the "you can't call me a Yank, I find that offensive" card around? Possibly. Who knows, but that's alright. Yeah, no, that is just one problem. What is one problem with the film industry is because, like, number one, you can really easily go and do it elsewhere. Two, it's not particularly easy to get into the film industry now. It's not really that easy to get into the film industry. Because, trust me, I did 3 years of animation and it's hasn't really gone me that far, to be completely honest. And so then 3, it's most of the film industry is trying to replace artists with AI. So it's just, what do you do? What do you do in that situation, ladies and gentlemen? Honestly, I haven't got a clue. Could do this, but the only problem is it's not the windows. Might look a little bit funky. I think. Just want to kind of show you guys a bit more. Let's move this along a little bit. Yeah, 3 years of animation and you got 5 from the Empire. Yep. It's a hard life. It's a hard knock life. For me. It's really starting to annoy me. I sometimes find that a lot of these moisture evaporators are kind of like right in the middle of the kind of the parts. It's really random when I think about it, but it's kind of what it is. These kind of moisture evaporators are kind of like right in the middle of some like really random parts. That's animation there. It's parallel to film, but still different. No, I know. But still, an interesting one thing I can say. One thing that I can say with the film industry is that I managed to get like a week experience doing a runner's job at a local studio. And the thing is with that, it's hard to get a runner's position now. Because before, they would, for like a runner, they would take anyone on as long as they had like a genuine interest in film and like the studio that they were going to be obviously working in, etc. But now, for a lot of the things that I see, they want people to have like qualifications of certain things. I'm just kind of like, qualifications for what? But a runner is literally running around doing the mundane tasks that no one else is doing and making cups of coffee and tea, and it's just like, what do you mean? What do you mean experience? It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd to me. So that to me is just, that's just absurd. But no, some people might not think it's too absurd, but I think it's pretty absurd. Kind of just yapping at the moment. I believe it's easier to get into now, mostly with technology allowing you to start with less cost down. No, I know that's a thing, but I guess it might just be. I guess it just might be. It might just be a bit different for those who are. Thing is, trying to get in anywhere film. It's a case of being in the right place, right time. There's a bit of luck involved. Always got to be a bit of luck involved, because it's not just as simple as walking into a film studio and saying, "Hello, I want to help you make films." They're gonna be like, "Who are you?" As they're literally be like, "Who the hell are you?" You know, it is tricky. It's not easy, but I suppose it's not impossible, but it's just not easy. And that unfortunately is what can put off a lot of people kind of going into film. Especially as Martin said, whereas a lot of freelance filmmakers now can do probably just as well working with like more indie kind of companies and whatnot. Probably again, that's probably more in line for actual animation rather than probably in film. But that's just the thing that's bizarre. Is that they want big studios and even smaller studios just want to have an unnecessarily large amount of work experience from the people they're employing. Because there are so many things. I can't tell you how many times I have seen things pop up for film editors and whatnot, and they're looking for people who have at least, and I say at least, 3 years of experience working in the industry. And I'm just kind of like, you've got to be kidding. And even there's some like some junior editors, they either look for a certain experience or they don't hire people over a certain age, which is just weird to me. But again, it's just a case of getting people into the industry. But it's really a lot of it now, I find, is just being in the right place at the right time, and it's just frustrating. Freelance filmmaker or animator could go into an indie studio like A24, for example. Exactly. As I said, I think for like artists and animators, like freelancing, I think it's a bit different because they can very easily kind of work from home. They can very easily work from home. So there's not much. Well, there's not much involved, but there's not as much involved as things could be, you know? And I think... I don't know, it's tricky. I said it's tricky because I put years ago now, before I've seen some require a certain number of projects launched as well. Exactly, yeah. As I said, they don't make it easy to hire people. They're kind of like... I get that they're wanting, you know, to find... They're wanting to find, like, more, like, experienced people. Like, people who will know what they're doing. But it's just kind of like you're... By saying things like that, you've pretty much crossed off about 60 to 70% of the people who are looking for a job. And you're just kind of like, that seems mad to me, but as I say, I find probably one of the best ways to probably get into it nowadays. Oh yeah, now I'm on the MOC. Yeah, no worries. I think I'm at a bit of a standstill with the MOC anyway. I'm probably going to stop there. I might just make this a shorter stream today. I'm thinking about it. We're just kind of working on things at the moment. But yeah, take care, Isaac. Have a good one. Yeah, it's tricky. Tricky time. A tricky time indeed. Not much more I can really do here, actually, to be completely honest. Because I thought I had more parts than I currently have, but I don't. So, I think for now it's just going to have to. This is probably how it's going to have to stick out for the moment in time. But I've got to build a speeder from the cantina. I suppose I could actually put the cantina from that old 2004 cantina here, actually, now that I think about it. That could be quite cool. I have to see the dimension on it. This is one statement I'll give. Hollywood needs to change, not dumb down on its foundations, because those foundations are clearly just outdated. Outdated and just crap, to be completely honest. Outdated and just useless. I don't really know. Maybe flashback. I don't really want to keep learning about that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. But alas, it do just be like that. Right. I actually can't do a lot more with this kind of particular MOC, so I might make this a shorter stream for today. Just without, like, merger and acquisitions is the pillar of Hollywood that people are getting sick of. Yeah, no, I am as well. Because the problem is, if that keeps going on and on and on with that, there's not going to be many independent kind of studios left, and that's a problem because you don't want all the world's films. Well, as I say, I say all the world's films, all of Hollywood's films coming out of free studios, because it kind of defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose of it all, you know. So I would personally argue, maybe, well, don't echo things up. But problem is, a lot of indie studios struggle to kind of stay up at the moment as well. So there is that unfortunate problem. It's tricky. The sake of less studios and more streaming platforms. Yeah, no, I am as well. Sick of it all. But yeah, it is just unfortunate. I have to say as well, in terms of my streaming fiascos at the moment, I don't know. I think it's because I haven't really been doing the streams as frequent the kind of last month. I think trying to kind of force myself to do like a couple of streams again during the week has kind of been a bit to me. Not to say that I've grown to dislike it, but I think I'm just kind of at a point where I'm just like, I think at certain times my mind is like, yes, do stream, and then when it comes to do said stream, I'm just kind of like, do I really want to? And I'm just feel like, is that really the mindset I should be having to streaming? It's an interesting one at the moment. I'm kind of getting to a point now where I'm just kind of like, maybe I just want to kind of concentrate doing more kind of stuff, more kind of long form content rather than stream kind of form content. It's what I'm debating of, but as I said, these are just kind of, again, the rambles of someone who really doesn't know what to do with his channel. I don't know what to do. You do what's good for you, mate, but then again, your brain doesn't really work like that. Yeah. 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 Unfortunately not. My dilemma is because the thing is as I said, this is just kind of me just kind of going on a bit of a ramble, so don't kind of mind me. But part of me is just kind of thinking again, am I better off just playing games and such on Twitch? Because I won't lie, when I did that one DayZ stream on Twitch, everything just ran better. There was no issues, there was no internet problems. Heck, I even sounded clearer on there. I'm pretty certain we did. Did we establish that I sounded clearer on Twitch than I do here? Because it's just kind of like, it's frustrating. I just got to work. I think I've just got to really sit down and just really debate what it is I want to do, or like the future of stuff, and among other things. Yeah, we did. Yeah, no, I thought so. Well, I think at the very least, what I'm probably going to do is maybe just knock it down to only streaming once a week. I've just got to kind of find a dedicated day to kind of do it. Is the only thing. Because I kind of think, my mindset is that I think I'm better off doing like one semi-long stream rather than doing like two kind of shortish ones. Because, I mean, to be fair, last stream, not my fault, it just died. But I've been kind of doing a lot of shorter ones of late, and I've just been like, maybe I should really just do like one. I've maybe cut down to doing just one, doing once a week, and then kind of building a lot up to it as well. That didn't make any sense. I don't know if what I'm trying to say is kind of coming out as well, but I'm thinking I want to kind of, because I've got so many ideas for videos, so many, and I got to edit obviously the camera shot that I did as well, the other stream. I don't know. Again, I shouldn't look at numbers, but numbers that I'm looking at so far, people are just not interested in streams. They're just not that interested. I mean, I don't know if I said, but that little Easter shot that I did, it's nearly reached 20k views, and I'm just like, what? What? How what? It has very much confused me. I don't understand how that's happened, but it happened. It happened. Whizzle wazzle, whizzle wazzle. But yeah, that's just kind of like, it's not a case of that I dislike doing the streams now. I think I just need to cut down on the amount of streaming that I do, because I think I am getting a bit burnt out from it, which sounds really weird to say when I haven't really been streaming as much. But alas, 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 alas. As I said, I think it might be better off if I try and do if I do less. If I do a longer one. I think what I might do this week is kind of do a test run of streaming like once a week, and I might kind of go to Twitch again just to kind of have like a play around and see how we do then, because I did like it. I do like streaming on Twitch. Twitch just feels nicer at the moment. Whereas I think YouTube is just better for more kind of video-based content rather than streaming. Depending, obviously, on the person. But anyway, I'm gonna say enough of my rambles there, and I think I'm going to just wrap it. I'm just going to wrap the stream up there for now, because I can't. There's not much more I can do here really, because I don't have enough parts. So that will just have to do for now, and I will just have a think and a ramble of things and see how we do. But yeah, the camera short that I started animating, I'm gonna try and maybe get it out some point during this week, maybe towards the end of the week, because I've got another short kind of scheduled or kind of sorted out. I think kind of sorting out what to do for a short tomorrow. So I have an idea. I just don't know what to do. I just don't quite know how to go about it, but we'll work it out. We will see. But anyway, I'll wrap it up there for now. Thank you all very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this little building stream, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye from here. Bye bye.